Previously on Selman Saga.
As a result of the debate between Iron Man and Batman, the parallel universe device was damaged, and time and reality began to intertwine. Wonder Woman, who came to Batman questioning this event, confronted the first reality of the parallel universe problem. A fight broke out between Black Widow from Iron Man's world. As the fight was about to escalate, there was an explosion in the center of Gotham City with a terrifying laughter in the background. But the parallel universe problem was not only Gotham City's problem.
Hey, that's me, Selman, and this is my saga. Selman Saga.
The sky was filled with a dark and threatening atmosphere, under a heavy cloud cover, during the chaotic days when Iron Man and Black Widow suddenly disappeared. The Avengers team had gathered anxiously and uncertainly at the Avengers building. The other members were avoiding grasping the seriousness of the situation, but there was a fire burning inside Thor. Determined, he was set on finding Iron Man and Black Widow. Thor angrily said, "Hey, this is serious. Where are Iron Man and Black Widow? Something strange is going on here." Captain America calmly replied, "Thor, calm down. Maybe they are on a mission or have some other matters to attend to. There's no need to worry." Thor said, "No need to worry. These are our friends, part of the Avengers. I will go and see with my own eyes." As Thor stepped into Stark Tower, the silence prevailing inside the building intoxicated him. The corridors were filled with worry and uncertainty. His eyes were searching for any signs of danger at any moment. As Thor roamed the tower like a hunter, an uncertainty permeated the atmosphere. His focused steps emphasized the silence even more. The sound of footsteps echoing between doors came to a halt when he suddenly encountered a cloaked figure. Thor cautiously asked, "Who's there?" The cloaked figure slowly turned around, and Thor realized that he was not from this world. Superman calmly said, "Don't worry, my friend. I am Superman. I am not even from this world. I am from Krypton." Thor mockingly replied, "Superman? Is this a joke? I have traveled the entire universe and I haven't heard of anything called Krypton." Superman, feeling uncomfortable at not being taken seriously, said, "It's not a joke, my friend. I don't know where I am. I just woke up here." As Thor's eyes wandered over Superman, they met with a gaze filled with uncertainty. Superman's X-ray vision allowed him to understand Thor's power level. Thor confidently said, "Who brought you here? Where are Iron Man and Black Widow?" Superman, before answering, thought and said, "I don't know, really. Why are you blaming me?" Thor, suspiciously, said, "You might have something to do with this uncertainty. You could be the reason for Iron Man and Black Widow's disappearance." As tension between the two escalated, the sky darkened as a precursor to this uncertain encounter. This meant that Thor was preparing to attack and threaten Superman with his lightning. When Superman saw Thor's preparation, he used his laser vision. Even a slight use of the powers of these two superhuman beings caused a magnificent explosion. On the rooftop of Stark Tower, Superman and Thor stood in the midst of the conflict, breathless. Their surroundings were filled with shattered glass, broken pieces of metal, and traces of energy explosions. Thor tightly gripped Mjolnir and shouted, "This power overflowing with arrogance won't save you, Kryptonian." Superman, with composure, said, "Let's put the dialogues aside, mythological being. You don't understand how to talk." The two heroes attacked each other again. Thor transformed into a spinning whirlwind with Mjolnir and attacked swiftly. Superman, using his super speed, evaded these attacks and then flew towards Mjolnir in a sudden turn. He managed to catch Mjolnir, but Thor quickly sent a lightning blast towards him. But this blast didn't even leave a scratch on Superman's body. Then he attacked Thor with a powerful punch. Thor retreated and slammed Mjolnir to the ground, causing echoes to reverberate beneath the rooftop. Thor exclaimed, "You are strong, but against divine power you will be helpless," and attacked again with Mjolnir. Superman resisted with incredible, powerful punches and speed. Screams and sounds of destruction filled the rooftop. The conflict continued like that of a master of martial arts. Superman evaded Thor's attacks using his speed and countered with strong blows. Thor sent lightning blasts with Mjolnir, and Superman responded with his super speed and heat vision. As these two godlike beings continued their battle, Superman suddenly caught an arrow coming towards him from the air. Superman said mockingly, "Are you really this weak?" As Hawkeye, who arrived at Stark Tower upon hearing the explosions, replied, "Never underestimate the old-fashioned way." and started electrocuting Superman because the arrows he shot were not normal arrows. Taking advantage of this, Thor attacked Superman. They made a formidable duo and delivered consecutive blows. At first, Superman only wanted to protect himself, but now in this desperate situation, his attitude changed. Even though the battle would end in bloodshed, his decision was made. With his laser vision, he created an unprecedented explosion. Although Thor was slightly injured as a godlike being in this explosion, the same could not be said for Hawkeye. Trying to recover from the shock of the explosion, Thor saw Hawkeye's condition and realized who he was fighting against and felt fear for the first time. But Superman had no intention of stopping. He started delivering wildly lethal blows to Thor, who had become unable to defend himself due to the shock of losing his friend, and thought it was the end for himself. But he still uttered these words, not giving up his strong stance. "This is not the end." Thor's words reflected the resistance of a weakened god. As Superman looked at Thor in agony, thinking that victory was approaching, he suddenly had a web thrown in his face. Superman, not understanding what had happened, looked towards the direction the web came from. Spider-Man said, "Glowing eyes? You must have been really cool in elementary school." Superman asked, "What kind of bug are you?" Before Spider-Man could engage in further dialogue, he started shooting webs. This comical attack didn't anger Superman as much as it frustrated him. Superman angrily said, "I don't have time to deal with you!" Superman's single punch sent Spider-Man flying far away. As Spider-Man tried to recover with difficulty, he said, "Thor needs me." He was swiftly carried away by a dark object. Superman, now unrivaled, prepared to kill Thor as he turned around, but found emptiness in front of him. Thor had vanished into the depths of the sky, but where? Who knew? Stark Tower only reminded him of a past filled with debris and silence. Superman, lost in himself, continued towards the city, unstoppable. Who would stop him?